Hey guys, this is Z and SansMinds, and I am trying to do hopefully trying to do daily videos on subtleties and all other stuff on magic for free. So you guys, while you're quarantined at home, you can practice magic. This is the best time to practice magic. Just drink your bubble tea and practice your magic at home. So today we are going to talk about Classic Pass. Classic Pass is a long debated subject of its usefulness, but I think it's great to have it down just in case, because I'm aware that there are many other slides that are much easier and more efficient than Classic Pass. But sometimes if you have worked in a real world environment enough, then you'll get some participants trying to do this. Oh, let me pick a card. Okay, I'll pick this card. Haha, JK, I'll pick the bottom card. Okay, spread the deck. Okay, cool. Let's spread the deck and put it back. And that guy's going to be like, haha, I'm going to not put it in the place you split the spread. I'm just going to put it right here and boom, boom, boom. Haha, you are effed. Stuff like that happens. When that happens, when those kind of people push the card in, you can still find their card here. Yeah, it's this card. I think so. Yeah, it's this card for sure. So I can still find by feeling their card because it's not perfectly aligned with other spreaded cards. So to give you a better picture, if the spread is like this, they're going to put it like this and boom, 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 boom. And this is very obvious. But from top, they can't tell. So when you're like this, and usually they follow up with this. So you're in this situation and they're going to be, haha, just put it together, and you're going to end up in something like this. And they think you cannot find their card. And in this situation, if you find their card, that's a miracle. Or you can even place a bet. So when you're in that situation, you can just, haha, your card is here. You can never find my card. But hey, I still have a pinky holding the card. In this situation, all I need to do is, come on, man, that's not cool. But your card is on the top. You know what I mean? So today we're going to talk about Classic Pass, and I think one of the biggest problem is, other than the tension itself, something like that, other than that is the pause before the execution. So let me show you what I mean. So you are just trying to do a Classic Pass by yourself, and everyone has, you notice that pause from here. If you're trying to square up a deck, that's enough. That took like less than a second, maybe. But if you're trying to do a Classic Pass, there's 2 or more unnecessary movements in this procedure. So one way to overcome that is, instead of doing it from dealer's grip or lower dealer's grip, put this bottom card, the edge of the bottom card, on here, thumb crotch. Is it called thumb crotch? I think so. Thumb crotch. So put it like that and spread the deck. And just before you square up the deck, put it right there. So usually we square up like this, but instead of doing that, raise the card like this and put it right there. The reason for doing that is we are just trying to minimize the pause right before the pass. The reason for the pause is when we have just squared up the deck, the card is in a really uncomfortable position to do a Classic Pass. So we are just trying to readjust the where the deck is by raising it to here and then doing a classic pass. So if we have raised the deck, the packet, into the stump crotch position, finger crotch, stump position. God damn it. If we have already raised this thing up here, then we don't need to do that raising action. Then we can straight go up to doing a classic. What is up with my English today? Anyway, the point is, raise the card, the packet, half of the deck to here, and then square up the deck. And as soon as you stick your pinky in the deck, you are in a good position to do a classic pass. So let me show you the difference one more time. From here, this is normal way of doing it. And this is crotch pass. From here, something like that. And this is part of what can minimize the pause and unnatural movements in the classic pass. If you are interested in getting your classic pass more refined, which I think is totally unnecessary unless you're a nerd. But if you're interested in that, I have a project called Classic Pass Z, and I will try to, when I'm filming it, I didn't even talk about this with SansMinds guys, but I will try to get you a discount on this. So that is a part of what makes classic pass slightly more unnatural. This minimizing the pause before the pass. 지금 말 걸지 마서 이거 스핀 찍힌다. 아무 때나 하자, 아무 때나. So, my grandma just called me, so I got interrupted. Anyway, so that is what makes classic pass slightly unnatural by minimizing the pause before the pass. And that is only part of what can make a perfect classic pass. I have a theoretical classic pass that is totally unusable. Not totally, but it's almost unusable in real life situation. But it teaches you a lot. The core, the essence of that Classic Pass Z, the DVD or download, is to teach you guys how to refine a slide, how to refine something. And I have shared all my thought process on refining a classic pass into a virtually perfect pass in videos. That angle is straight up really hard to get in real life, but crotch pass, I'll just call it crotch pass because it happens in a crotch. So this crotch pass is what makes a part of what makes a virtually perfect classic pass. And I have a theoretical classic pass, theoretical perfect classic pass that I have worked several years on, and this project is called Classic Pass Z. If you're interested, you can definitely check it out. I think it's $20 for a 20-minute video, but I'll try to get a discount on it. Classic Pass Z is not to teach you a perfect classic pass. It is about sharing my thought process on how to refine slides and basically anything, how to dissect the slide into small portions and solve each problems that it has. So if you want to see how it looks like, it looks something like this. This disclaimer, this is extremely hard to do perfectly in real world because the angle is terrible. The angle is terrible. But with the right angle, it's the perfect classic pass. That's why I always do this. It's almost undoable in real life unless you do misdirection. But if you do misdirection, what's the point of getting an unflashable classic pass, you know? So let me show you. This is what it looks like. They get a card, whatever the card is, 10 of clubs. You get the crouch ready, and from here, something like that. So one more time, get a better angle. I'll just do it like this, from here. Yep. Now, that is Classic Pass Z. So if you're interested in Classic Pass and understanding each element of Classic Pass, then you should definitely check it out. And I'll try to get it down to 10 bucks. So if you are already watching this part of the video, then it's already 10 bucks. So see you next time.